of the Mind Flayer.
Welcome to Theatre of the Mind Flayer, a D&D play podcast set in the homebrewed world of Jekyll. We've got 2 DMs for some reason, which can only mean twice the fun. So sit back, relax, and enjoy your time at
Theatre of the Mind Flayer.
Welcome to Theatre of the Mind Flayer, your dirty little bad boy, soupy supper on a Sunday night. I'm Jacob Machin, that's Caleb Dowdall.
Yo, what's up?
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Still awake?
Still awake? Enjoying your alliteration on that one? That was good.
Thank you very much. I love alliteration. We have with us Luke Sykes.
I am your delectable dessert on a Thursday night.
Ooh.
Okay.
Sorry, delectable dessert on a Thursday night.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
What is Thursday?
It's Thursday, but said weirdly.
So-
I like it. Michael Briganti.
I am your macho munchie on a Monday night.
Oh no.
Okay. Daelyn Lester-Serafini.
I am a triumphant treacle on a Tuesday tempest.
All right.
Oh, God.
And Danielle Butlin.
What, you're... Wait, we going by week or by
No,
day
you
of the
can
week?
pick any night.
I'm your friendly,
I don't think those are the rules.
friendly friend.
Your Friday friend.
We love a friendly
On
friend.
a Friday night.
Jesus Christ, man.
It's going to be a good conversation.
Speaking of tempests, how's improvised Shakespeare going, Daelyn? You guys can find. Do you want this to be?
Oh yeah. No.
plug
It's good. We're like, I've only had 2 rehearsals. We won't be performing till February, or I think we're gonna have like 1 fundraiser in January.
Oh, very nice.
But yeah, we found out we got into fringe tours next summer, so we
very
might be going
nice.
fringing. We'll see.
What's
Very
the
nice.
structure of like a show there? Is it like based off of a Shakespeare play, or is it like just Shakespeare language improvised?
Yeah,
stories?
so essentially we're improvising an iambic pentameter, and then our current form is the tragedy. So we're doing an improvised tragedy with kind of a story structure a little bit in terms of like, okay, there's going to be a main character, and then there's going to be an inciting incident at some point, and then tragic downfall. But we're playing with a couple other forms that we might also try. But yeah, the main thing is that we're just,
just improving in Shakespeare.
in Shakespeare.
Right. So if I were to do like an improv rap is the game or something today, you'd
Right,
have
oh
a
my
leg
God.
up on everyone else. Right?
Ba-ba-da.
I know iambic pentameter, so we'll see
Wow,
how far that
Just a
takes me.
reminder that you're a friendly friend. If you're thinking about doing rap. Yeah. friendly friend.
Well, I feel like we have to do it at some point
unpressured.
because I'm a huge fan. I'm no good at it. Like Caleb can attest that I always.
I think you sometimes came out with a bit of gold there. I think I'd say 70% of it was really bad, but that 30% you'd get into a bit of a flow, and I'm like, yeah, let's go. So
I actually have
Shakespeare.
I did, the previous company. Yeah, that's where Daelyn and I met. Yeah.
I have a Shakespeare improv game. If you want to do yours, we can do yours. But I thought I did one the other day.
Yeah.
And it was sort of
That's right.
cheating on us.
Yeah.
So we did a workshop, and it was creating your own Shakespeare soliloquy. And some of the exercises we were just kind of doing like 1-word story, but it was 1-line Shakespeare soliloquy in iambic pentameter. And so it's like you say a line and then you do, I don't know how familiar everyone is with iambic pentameter, the beats of it. Like what light through yonder window breaks.
Yeah.
Sooth, I know
Through
not why I
yonder
am
window
so sad.
break. It's like 5.
Yeah,
like
in sooth, I know not why I am so sad.
Yeah. So it's like that's a line, and then the next person says the next line in iambic pentameter, and then so forth, and you try and tell like a story. And a typical soliloquy.
Daelyn looks like she's hurting.
No, it's just
I didn't come here to work.
I'm also curious as to Daelyn's Shakespeare stuff.
No. It's fine.
And then like you, so you either like maybe the prompt is like a decision, like to be or not to be, or trying to convince someone of something. So that could be the prompt.
So how is it you'd want to start the game?
I hate all of this.
So someone starts with 1 line.
I just did.
How would you want to start the game? And Luke?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And even then you fucked it.
Is how I count my mother's steak. Doesn't have to make sense.
This is like
For
the way.
steak is best to play a deeper game.
When games at hand and one
now must play. No, that's too long.
Pretty close.
You got one more.
Caleb, do you have a tasty treat for us?
Wow.
I do. I'll say it now.
That you get a no butt from Luke. But every now and then.
And this was my last day on the podcast.
Yeah, Luke's Jake, can I have a word with you afterwards? I just can't deal with Michael. No, I do love that game. I've been trying to weasel us and get us closer to doing either improv rapping, what was the rhyming we used to do to start it off? Do you still do that?
There's bad
rhyming
rap.
couplets, sorry.
Yeah, there's
rhyming couplets,
there's
yeah.
bad rap or there's rhyming couplets.
Yeah, the rhyming
Ooh, I can do
couplets.
bad rap.
Yeah.
Go on.
I can do words that don't rhyme.
That's just talking.
Yeah.
You have trouble with that even sometimes. Caleb, give us our little fingering of what's it called?
Welcome to this week's episode of Trivia Treats.
It's so tasty.
The spell Magic Missile is a popular choice among magic users, as its glowing darts never miss their target. However, there does exist a spell that can actually make them miss. What is this spell?
Shield.
Shield is correct.
It's a reaction.
It's a reaction. Yeah, if you cast Shield, you can
Automatically.
negate damage from Magic Missile. And
What about
then plus 5
counterspell?
AC.
That also.
So I was actually thinking that somebody might say counterspell, and I guess technically that would work, but I guess the magic missiles wouldn't come out in that regard. So I guess
Okay,
it's
okay.
What are
And
the
shield?
It hasn't been,
Shield
like-
specifies it too.
Magic missile.
I think it's verbal and
Magic missile. Oh yeah, it's
Somatic.
like it's verbal and somatic.
Yeah.
People going pew 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 pew. pew, pew. Yeah.
But yeah, you are right, and I'm glad you actually mentioned that because I was wondering was somebody going to go, actually,
but Shield
also
does-
counterspell. But
Shield does
Shield
it.
was the
did,
answer I was looking for.
Yeah.
Because like Shield specifically states
Says it,
in its
yeah.
description that it negates all the damage
Also,
from magic
only
missile.
anyone under level 2 is popular, like Magic Missile is popular with, because people over level 2 have enough spell slots that they don't care about Magic Missile.
I disagree. I think that magic missile has a lot of
Do
utility.
you show up and play, Caleb?
Oh, hey, guess what? We leveled up today.
Man.
That's okay. That's in line with my character. I don't want to
was
level
that,
up. I don't
was
want
that ramen spicy?
We
Because
didn't.
you're
I was
here
trying
dealing out shots here.
Yeah. Well, fuck. I wanted to play a bit of like a hey, Fred Schneider, what are you doing kind of game. Something to do.
I don't know what
You
that
remember,
means.
hey, Fred Schneider, what are you doing?
Oh,
and you make that voice and you hit the right thing.
Yes. Yeah.
So we literally just go around a group and we all say to each other, hey, Fred Schneider, what are you doing? And the other person has to make a bit of a rhyme.
So you rhyme with yourself?
No, you
Or you rhyme with doing?
It's just you just hit the same meter as the song.
Can you give us an example?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. You guys do, on the count of 3, you go, hey, Fred Schneider, what are you doing?
I'm playing piano and I'm making a dog.
Making a dog.
Yeah. And you just keep going around doing that.
Dog.
No, it doesn't have
Doesn't
to rhyme.
have to
It just
rhyme.
has
Okay.
to fit the scheme.
Okay, we just-
No, but
Rhythm.
isn't it then the next person has to rhyme with
No,
the
it's
last?
just
Oh.
play with it.
Do whatever you want.
All right.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Okay.
Oh, this. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Similar to.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm warming you guys up to an improv rap. Not now, but eventually.
I will be sick that day.
Yep.
Cool. Just me and Caleb.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Tune
raps.
time.
Please do not shout out my our ex podcast. Go check it out. It's
Find it in the
There's
archives,
like 50
baby.
something episodes
we did
there.
a lot, and a lot of it was about cum.
Pretty much exclusively.
There was literally an episode where
Very early on as well.
a dude would invert cum. Like when he came and it filled his own belly. It was. We don't have to put that in.
There was
yeah.
there was a guy
There was
made love
actually
in
really
the
good
third
stuff as well.
episode. We had someone make love to a tractor, I believe.
It's the same one.
Was that the same one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That was gross. Anyway.
Yeah. I mean, we were loose cannons.
Were.
Yeah. I've tamed.
He's reined it in now.
Yeah.
This is him reined in.
So, I'll give you a 4 count in. A 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, Fred Schneider, what are you doing?
Get freaking Fred Schneider's name.
And we're going to
We all
start.
say it.
Yes, everyone says, hey, Fred Schneider, what are you doing?
Okay.
And the idea is you put on his voice. He's the guy who sung Love Shack. Love Shack,
Oh,
baby.
Hey, did we try to play this game before and shut you down?
Probably.
Was it a different game? I remember you, and like everyone was like, I thought it might have been this one.
Everyone went, no.
like 80% of the games you guys end up having fun with, so have a little faith in me.
Fine.
Okay.
All right.
Here we
do
go.
it.
Everyone together. Daelyn, we'll start with you. We'll make our way around to Michael, Luke, Danielle, or me and Caleb, Danielle, whatever we're going to do. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, Fred Schneider, what are you doing?
I'm baking a cake and rolling in the pan.
Hey, Fred Schneider, what are you doing?
I'm packing my bags and going on a trip.
Hey, Fred Schneider, what are you doing?
Well, Jacob Mason, I'm playing a game.
Hey, Fred Schneider, what are you doing?
I'm walking my dog and singing in the rain.
Hey, Fred Schneider, what are you doing?
I went once, I shouldn't have to go again.
Hey, Fred Schneider, what are you doing?
I'm stubborn as hell, so I'll just sit.
Hey, Fred Schneider, what are you doing?
I'm singing faster than I usually do.
Hey, Fred Schneider, what are you doing?
Panicking about what to say. Oh no.
Hey, Fred Schneider, what are you doing?
I'm going to the club and dancing up a storm.
Hey, Fred Schneider, what are you doing?
I'm doing the grocery and buying a banana.
Hey, Fred Schneider, what are you doing?
Taking off my clothes and doing a dance.
Hey, Fred Schneider, what are you doing?
Making some tea and having a.
Hey, Fred Schneider, what are you doing? Hey, Fred Schneider, what are you doing?
I'm taking a smoke of this weed.
Hey, Fred Schneider, what are you doing?
Wiggling, wiggling, wiggling.
Hey, Fred Schneider, what are you doing?
There we go. We probably peaked the fuck out of the mics.
Yeah, we did. That's okay.
That's about as good as that song goes.
Sheer panic.
I was trying to do the beater of the mind flare.
Oh, that would have been good. That would have been
Great. That would have been great.
Speaking of Theater of the Mind Flayer, let's play some D&D.
Yay.
Theater of the Mind Flare.
In our last session, you guys made it to the Temple of Brigantia and found
Oh, you
the
remember
missing...
this time?
Oh.
I was literally about to say.
Someone's not getting any round of applause in this episode.
Oh, no.
Anyone else want to test me?
Does she get booze?
She gets booze. Anyone else want to test me? You met the children in the Temple of Brigantia. Finally, you found the missing kids. All was not as it should be, though. Apparently, they were telling you that there is adults in the basement. There doesn't seem to be any of the normal kind of staff or worshippers or clerics that you would find usually in a temple to a goddess. Also, you, Agenar, realized that even the kind of decor and setup of the temple isn't what you would have assumed it to be. Very worship heavy instead of that kind of more flow forming kind of worship that Brigantia would usually have preferred. Safirith and Azorith, you guys snuck into the side, made friends with a young girl in the kitchen, but scared the shit out of her as your magic spell to go invisible didn't quite work out, and you blinded Safirith, and you turned invisible yourself but are now emitting a glow under this blanket, while Bias and Agenar made a scene in the temple proper, surrounded by children. Just as we ended the session, Agenar, you saw behind the dais, you saw a set of eyes on a jaunty face quickly peering at you and darting away, which is where we're going to start our session today.
We're going to start in the kitchen because that's funnier. As you guys kind of try and figure out what you're going to do, the crying of children kind of, as one cries, the other starts to cry.
Oh, no, shh. It's okay. He's just like a really friendly torch, like a lamp. I don't know why I feel like I have to close my eyes now because I'm blind.
Yeah, Safirith, you can't see for the next 5 minutes.
I'm at a loss for words. We could just wait. I think we should just wait until whatever this is has to stop, right? I can't turn it off.
But you want to try it again afterwards? Like, I don't know how much time we'll actually have to get through this. I mean, we could wait for a good moment for you to appear, but how long does this usually last?
I haven't had this happen before, but
No, I mean like the invisibility. Like
the
how long
invisibility is as
normal?
long as I can keep it, but I would hate to waste it. Hopefully this glowy stuff goes away and
Well, I'm saying if it doesn't, let's listen at the door, and if there's a moment that the glow could work.
I'm gonna blind them. Like I'm blinding
Is he
you
like
right
a
now.
figure? Like does it look like a
essentially there is a void of anything of human, but you can see like looking at an event horizon, like looking at a black hole and seeing the strips, the way that we've now kind of theoretically imagined black holes. You can see the bending of light around the outside. He essentially looks like a being that is some sort of angelic being that is shedding light from this human-esque outline.
I mean, Bias is also a really good talker, so I feel like he could explain it. Like,
But I don't even know is this what Brigantia looks like? Am I?
well, I don't know.
what am-
Maybe if you lose the sheet isn't very.
Then I'm just a guy, and I'm just gonna blind them too.
Yeah, but they're like you're. I don't know. I'm assuming you're completely invisible.
All right, so I'm just a floating light.
Yeah, that's ethereal. We're in a temple. That works.
Oh God, that's okay. Fine.
You just have
fine.
to walk. And I'm just going to put both hands on the backs of your shoulders. I'm just going to walk where you walk, okay?
It's not how I normally do things, but
Don't.
okay, fair enough. Well, I'll go
Look,
with
sometimes
it.
you get in a pinch and you just have to go with it and you make the best of it. And
So I shouldn't talk, right? Because
no, not unless. No,
sounds good.
don't talk.
You guys.
All right.
I guess I'll.
I reach out with my hands.
Yeah, you can kind of see his outline. Like you can
How?
tell where he is. Like I said,
She's blind.
oh yeah, I keep forgetting he's
But is she
blind.
blind? Is she like blind, like pitch black, or is she blinded from the light?
Like I'm blind.
She's Manfred Man,
She's what?
Blind.
blinded by the light,
Oh,
wrapped up like a deuce. Well, you're wrapped up like a deuce.
so all I can see is light.
okay.
Well,
So
no,
it's-
it was
it
more
is
like
bright,
when you exuded light, it kind of
shock burnt her eyes.
like
Oh,
burned
okay.
their eyes
See, I
essentially.
see,
Yeah,
I see.
so your eyes are recovering for the next 5 minutes essentially.
Oh,
just
okay.
just follow my. I can't see you.
Okay,
So
I'm
just follow
gonna
my
reach
voice
out.
and then
No.
just-
No. I'm not just gonna follow your voice.
No, yes, follow my voice to come and reach out and find me.
Okay, all right. I'm just gonna put one hand on each side of his shoulder
Okay, and you
and pull the
that's my ear.
sheet off.
Okay. As this absurd conga line begins,
Wait,
you,
keep the sheet on until we're ready to showtime.
you
know?
head towards the door.
They can see it through the sheet. Like,
But I feel like it's dampering it a bit.
So you're in the
glowing
kitchen.
sheet.
You're about to walk out the door. We
God.
cut back to Bias and Agenar. Agenar, you see this figure duck away. Bias does not notice him. The children are gathering around you.
oh, no, you saw, I saw the face under the. Did you see that?
No. See what?
The man.
You hear the sound of like a door or a latch closing.
I think he's getting away.
Okay, so we gotta go.
It has been nice to meet you all. You don't have to do chores
They all kind of
anymore.
put their hands
Please,
up to you
Brigantia.
as you call them
Chosen
over. You
one.
intimidate them.
Chosen one. Don't leave us, chosen one. Is anybody hurt? No, nobody's hurt.
As at this point, the door to the kitchen opens up, and this glowing figure steps out.
hell! What the fuck is that?
Bias Agenar, this glowing figure steps out like this silhouette of a human, but instead of a silhouette, it is just light.
Brigantia has shown us a favor. She is showing up in spirit as well as.
Half the kids kind of shimmy over towards Azorith's invisible form. The other half kind of crowd around you lot. What are you guys doing?
A few of them like fall to their knees.
They hear the crying from the kitchen. Half the kids hear start to cry. The kids
the light.
start to cry.
I don't know what that is.
Children, go towards the light. Go towards the light.
No, don't tell them towards the light. Bias, it's fucking me.
You hear Azorith. Briganti said fuck.
Oh yeah, it's fine. Words only get meaning that we give them. It's fine. Anyway, where are we going?
Under the statue. Around the back.
Okay,
We have to go.
We're gonna go.
Stay here and be
I cast message to them and I say, go around the back of the statue.
You cast message?
Back. Yeah.
Okay. You become visible.
Oh, fuck, shit.
And behind this figure, you just see, like, through the
my
figure,
God.
you see Safirith just like And her eyes are doing that scent of a woman Al Pacino thing. She's just like looking around. You have no idea that you're visible.
And there she is.
Do I see her hands pop up?
The holy
They're behind
woman
you,
herself.
so like
Briganti in all her glory.
I thought that was me. Why does she look so
scared?
It's here. She's demonic. Oh, this was a bad idea, Bias.
See me, can't they? Oh my god.
My children, shut up.
See you.
the children go quiet for a moment as you slam your hammer down.
The proper way to show your piety to bow quietly, back off to the center of the back of the room, and just watch.
Why doesn't she look like that? Points at the statue, points at Safirith.
Brigantia takes many forms. Isn't that right, chosen one?
Yes, she does. She takes many forms.
All right, I'm going to need...
That's actually true.
I'm going to need a persuasion or deception check from the group. Bias, I'll get an intimidation. I'll get a deception from you, Safirith, and a persuasion from you, please, Agenar.
Deception 17.
22, 17.
Good.
Yeah, my
that
deception's
is an
plus 6,
18.
18, yeah. The kids kind of... you gather that they not only are kind of not blind in their faith, but they also... Adults are in charge. And they all kind of back off a little bit and slowly start to walk past you all, moving to the back kind of pews. You can see the slightly older kids, like not quite like 9 and 10 years old sort of thing. They're kind of looking at you strangely, but they do back off as well.
DM question.
Yeah.
What age of children in the towns had disappeared? Like, was it up to 18 or was it?
No,
it was like between like 4 and 10
4,
or 12
5
or
and like
something.
10.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah. There are enough. There are like 20, somewhere between 15 and 30 kids here right now. Yeah.
That's better. Now, I am being told to tell you all from the Chosen and Brigantia herself, I want you to collect as many children as you can and wait in this room for us. She has words she needs to talk to you about.
They kind of nod. You see a couple of them trot off to the kitchen. A couple of them head out the front door. You gather that there must be other kids out in the various
She wants
places.
them all.
Yes, all the children in this room, please.
Now, where the fuck are we going?
Behind
What the fuck? What?
Shh.
I'm like waiting in front of her.
I can't see you.
I walked up to her and walked straight into the...
The center of the light. Am I still emitting light, or is it?
Yeah, at this point, yeah, it hasn't been. Yeah,
Sorry, it's me. It's something. I was trying to do something and something else happened. It
I can't see
was an
you.
accident.
Well, that's fucking useless. All right.
We're heading to the back of the statue. We just need to get to the back of the statue. The door
Yes,
is
we
there.
have to hurry because I saw him. I think. Yes.
You
The
saw
Carcini
him?
person. Yes.
Okay.
There was eyes. We have to go. Right.
Okay.
Because he's
Show us.
probably running away.
Show us.
Okay.
I keep
And
my
I
hands
sort
on
of-
Azorith's shoulders.
Dash over to like behind the statue to figure out.
yeah. You head around the statue. You can see there are steps that head down to this kind of doorway. You gather that he kind of opened the door, walked up, and kind of peeked over the stair, and then came back down. You get down there. The door is shut.
Does it open? Trying to.
Roll a d100 for me. 25.
That is a 92.
92, yeah. This has obviously been locked behind. Like he saw you, heard the crying, all that, and he's kind of run down here, shut the door, locked it.
Oh, that's
Bias,
not
what do you
good.
think? You want to get through it?
Permission granted. Lift up the hammer and just like bring it down on top.
Give us an attack roll.
22.
Bring your hammer in the door and it splinters and shatters as you take the door pretty much off its hinges, and your hammer kind of like goes straight through it, and you pull it back and the door falls in front of you.
What happened?
Great.
I did a good job. Let's go.
We open the door.
Watch your step.
Just be careful of splinters.
Have 5 minutes passed? Like, would I have started? To get my
I would
vision
say now you're kind of
Jacob's like,
It's
no.
been 5 minutes at all, right?
How long were we in the
Jake's
room
like,
for? We waited a
5
bit.
minutes. Could
They
be an
literally
hour.
walked in down the corridor and like,
okay, we'll say 2 minutes have passed. 2.5 minutes.
fuck them, make them sweat.
Yeah.
I'm walking down. the
You
stairs.
so you
Trap door, right?
you
No, it's like a how best to explain this? You kind of walk down steps to get to the door.
Oh, okay.
So the door's like at chest height, and then you walk down steps that brings you to this
Gotcha,
door.
okay.
Yeah.
You swing it open, and you see a stairwell that kind of curves back around and under the entire building.
Step.
going?
We're going.
Okay,
Step.
let's go.
You guys make your way down, and then you find yourselves at the start of a long corridor, probably about 60 yards lengthwise. Not much going on in the corridor, but you do notice at the end is another statue of Brigantia, and where her eyes are replaced by two like shining, gleaming rubies next to the door at the end of the corridor. And on your right, just as you came in, you see a plaque on the wall.
What's
Does
the plaque say?
The plaque says, "Revere your goddess."
Well, Briganti has gotten a bit more extravagant than I remember.
Yes, a bit more extravagant than I remember.
Is it just one door?
Just one door. It's like one straight corridor, door on either end, statue at the end.
It worked upstairs. Should we try it here?
Yeah.
Great. And start walking.
Yeah. You start walking.
I'm going to drag the hammer. So it's like,
It's very dramatic as you make your way. You start. Are you all walking?
Yeah. This
Yeah.
light is just
You
falling
guys.
by
You
us.
guys walk.
Glowing warrior.
Yes.
You guys walk forward,
Arseny.
looking at the statue and the door as you go, and you make it about halfway, and then suddenly you find yourselves back at the start of the corridor.
Oh shit.
Well, that's
What
annoying.
We're back where we
Except
started.
you.
Oh.
You make your way to
What's going on?
the you keep walking. You see Safirith make her way to the end. of the
Safirith,
corridor.
stop.
What-
Hold on, stop.
I stop in the middle of the corridor,
All right.
just
What happened?
trying to feel it for the. I don't know. I can't see. I'm something fucked with Azorith's magic. I can't see. So maybe you all have to close your eyes.
Yes, we're all the way back here from the start
Okay.
now. Okay.
If it didn't let you go, then maybe you shouldn't look at her or like revere her. I don't know. Maybe that's what that means.
Right.
Like we can't look at her because I don't know. I'm here alone.
Simple
so.
enough. I'll just jam my hammer on the wall and
Yeah.
just close my eyes and walk.
Yeah, sure enough, you make your way up to Safirith. You assume you can.
Follow, holding the wall.
You guys like trail your hands along the wall, not looking at the statue or the door as you make your way.
As soon as I feel bias, I'll keep.
You feel like Safirith's presence, and you guys continue. You feel your fingertips come to the corner of the corridor.
I open my eyes.
You open your eyes, and you're there at the door.
Mind if I take these gems?
I mean, I don't mind.
Great. Jam the end of the hammer into the gem and try and pop it out.
Okay, are you looking as you do this?
Yeah.
Yeah, you find yourself back at the start of the corridor.
All right. Well, clearly it's the jewels, right?
I'm
But yes, do we have time for this? Maybe you can come back for them.
Okay.
I'm gonna reach into I'm gonna feel up the statue.
Yeah.
with my eyes closed and try and feel where the gems are.
Yeah, you reach up and you can feel the gems on
I,
the statue.
Take a handkerchief and tie it over the
okay.
the stones, block her eyes.
Not looking. Give me a straight dexterity roll.
Would she usually have?
No. No, this is very unusual for Brigantia. Brigantia is very modest and humble. She's like a river
She's a
and healing,
farmhouse.
farming goddess,
Straight
very
dex.
salt of the
Yeah.
earth. This is very, very unusual.
Okay. Yeah.
18.
Yeah, you start to feel the eyes, and then you, with your other hand, bring a piece of cloth around and you firmly tie it in a little bow around the eyes, and you pull at either end and tighten it.
I don't know if that makes any difference because I still can't see, but
Yeah, you look up and you see now that the eyes are covered by this cloth.
Oh, it worked. All right. Next.
Well, see, that came in handy, didn't it? The whole misfunction of the spell, right?
Did you take the sheet off of him?
The sheet is off.
I'm actually glad that happened because I was wondering how long it would take you to realize without that.
Blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
let's
did
next
very
door,
good. Very
next
good job.
Yeah, and
Great.
also your vision is starting to come back now as well. It's still maybe a little bit of pain behind your eyes, but you can make shapes out and colors. And
Yay, I'm not blind forever.
Well, that's good.
Shall I lead? Or do you want to go?
Are you going to smash the door?
No,
or,
I'll try this one open.
Yeah, the one opens pretty easy.
Oh,
Go. Let's go.
Okay, the door creeps open. As you step through, you head down a little bit and you come to this dark candle-lit room. You can see what appears to be a number of hammock bunks, kind of 30 or 40 of them kind of strewn along the this lower basement around the entire length of the the bottom of this temple appears to be like small chests at the foot of some of these hammocks. The hammocks are strewn like 3 high. Looks to be a mass sleeping arrangement here.
Is there anyone in the room?
You can make a perception check if you wish.
9.
With a 9, you blink and you start to see the blurry forms of things and the flicker of candlelight. But your eyesight's still slowly coming back to you. You gather you've got maybe another minute or so before it comes back to you completely. You can't tell if there's anyone in here.
All right, what mage's trick do you think's in this room?
Well, it just looks like a sleeping quarters to me.
Maybe this is where they keep the adults.
Or the children. When they're not being servants or slaves or whatever that was.
How high was the building from the outside? Was the building 1 story or 2 stories?
The temple itself came to like a pitched roof. It seemed to be 1 story, but now having walked under through a corridor and now down to here, you're at like a first basement level.
Well, the last one, you couldn't look at anything, so what do you think we can't do here? What other things you gods not like them you doing to them?
I don't know. This seems like it's maybe just a regular room.
Yeah? Okay, let's start walking across it. Is there a door anywhere?
Yeah, you walk across the room and indeed across the other side you see what appears to be like a bit of a nook and a doorway around to the left.
Anyone else think I should blow out this candle?
Well, we've got a giant glowing ball with us, so I don't know how much difference it
I
will
don't
make.
know how
At
long
this
this is
point-
going to last.
Safirith's sight comes back and the light goes... Pew.
Oh, there. Look at that.
Oh,
Well, now I'm just invisible, right?
Yeah.
Am I still invisible?
Yeah, you're still
All right.
invisible.
I'm going to keep this on in case we need it.
Do you keep it on or keep it off?
Keep it on. I'll say on.
Okay.
Yeah, keep it on.
sorry. I didn't know that if
It's-
you cast a spell,
it's fine.
I thought that was only like if you cast it. If you never...
All good. We made it
Put
through.
out the candle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's got dark vision?
Now
I do.
I can't
I do.
see.
I don't think I do.
Yeah, I don't think you do. You put out the candle and everything falls to darkness for 2 of you. Those with dark vision, you flick to infrared and...
Why, yes, why did you turn off the candle?
I don't know.
He just got a bad
Just
feeling.
close.
Oh,
Want
well,
to light it back up or?
No, you guys lead us through this room.
oh, okay.
Fucking okay. You've all been told. I see. All right.
All right.
Yeah, fair. We took the back seat there for a bit.
All right. Let's start
Pick up the slack.
walking towards the door on the left-hand side.
Yeah,
We
you walk
conga
towards-
line it. We're all holding
Yeah.
shoulders now.
Yeah.
How are you leading these guys in the darkness?
I'll hold Agnar's hand.
Okay.
I'll
Right.
probably can I don't know how much light it would make, but can I use prestidigitation and get a flame on a fingertip or
Like a lighter.
Yeah, you can get like a little Zippo lighter on your fingertip
or
for
would
sure.
that be like another spell?
Well, that's technically a spell.
Yeah, so I can do that. And I'll keep that behind my back just to keep like a little point
And
of
then
focus.
you won't be
That's enough.
invisible anymore.
Oh shit. Yeah, no, I won't do that then. Would I probably would have known not to do that. We just had the conversation, right?
Yeah.
I literally just said to you that that would be casting a spell. So I'll let you decide.
I just
I
saw
won't do
Jake's
it. I
look of
won't do it.
glee.
No, I won't do it. I won't fall
You
into that
asked,
trap.
and that is casting a spell.
Yeah, so no. I
Okay.
will not cast that spell. Oh.
Uh,
I mean,
I'll hold Agnar's hand and I'll hold Bias's hand and I'll start
thank
playing
you.
through.
Okay. You guys are led through holding hands. You get to the edge of the corridor and there is a door there. You try the door. It seems to open. You look down the stairs and you can see that the stairs go straight and then there's like a walkway out to the left. There seems to be a fair bit of light coming from down there.
Let's go. Keep going.
Yeah, I guess maybe I can take the lead and just kind of
We
warn
should
you
go
guys.
quickly. He's
Yes,
probably
I'll-
running
Yeah.
away.
I'll go down and give a berth between me and Safirith so that when I come down, I can see. And if
And
I need to
I'll,
stop them,
I'll go in front and Agnar or Bias, one of you go behind the other so that.
I can bring up the rear.
Okay.
Okay.
You, Azorith, head down the stairs and you peek around the corner. As you peek around the corner, you see a large kind of rectangular room, stone floor, stone walls, 4 torches on the sides of the 2 torches on either side of the room. The first thing you see is what appears to be 2 relatively small kind of cages, kind of floor to ceiling cages in the center of the room, with about
center.
5 or 10 feet between them, and standing in them you see a number of robed priests of sort, priests and priestesses of Brigantia. You see they've got rather nice looking outfits that is kind of soiled and dirty at this point. They have prayer beads, they have rosaries, all that sort of stuff hanging off them. Like a small handful in each cage, like 3 or 4 in each cage. And then looking further down, you can see what appears to be 2 children kneeling on the ground, drawing or something, and what appears to be a very tall, cloaked, slightly hunched figure with a staff in his hands. You see the back of a furry head and kind of doe-like ears hunched over.
I'll kind of step back into like the stairs just to meet the gang coming down and just kind of like hold my hand out so that when Safirith comes, she just kind of, her shoulder presses against my hand.
Oh, don't worry, I can see now, but thank you. That's very
I'm invisible.
sweet. Oh, that's right.
So you can't see me. And, all right, well, I think we found there are prison down here. They're being held behind bars, the old priests of this place, and there's 2 children drawing and some cloaked furry figure standing over them.
Guy.
That sounds like him.
Sounds like
not
him.
a good idea.
Do you want me to announce you?
I mean, are we sneaking up or what are we doing?
Agenar, he's the one who's taken over your temple. Don't you want?
We should probably interrupt the drawing.
You should
That
try
can't
and
be
sneak
good.
around.
I'll stay hidden just in case to watch if everything
All
goes
right,
bad.
fine, announce.
Point of
Yes.
order with invisibility, you realize that like even when you blink, you can still see. Like you can't close your eyes. When you close your eyes, you can still see stuff. You can't see your nose. You realize that you can always see your nose when you're not invisible. It's always in your vision and you can't see it now. And your peripheries are kind of widened ever so slightly. Yeah, it is unnerving. Yeah.
That's interesting. I never really thought about that.
Being in
I love doing that to
Yeah.
players. Yeah. Being like,
Because you can't see your eyelids.
yeah, so you
right?
can't
Like,
close your eyes. You can't, Well, you can close your eyes, but you still see the entire time. And make them aware that they can see their nose all the time.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then if you close your eyes and look right, you can like.
You can look right. Yeah. You can.
Yeah.
But you still get the feeling of eyes closed.
Gross.
Okay.
I'll close it this time.
Maybe call Bucky in to come in. The doors are open, right?
So fucking far away.
He can come meet us. We don't have to meet him. He could just meet us along the.
Why
He
didn't
just stand
Bucky come?
Well, I could.
Well, I don't know, but I'd also, I'm more worried about him getting hurt or.
Maybe he'll.
We don't have time for this.
Yeah, let's just do this.
Go.
The hammer hits the floor as I walk in. Attention, please. We got the emissary of Brigantia had chosen her most faithful, her strongest disciple in front of us. She now graces us all with her presence.
Hello.
Agenar, the
God.
magnificent.
You see the priests in the cages look up at you and you see maybe a little glimmer of hope in their eyes.
You see this Azorith before anyone else comes down the stairs.
Yeah, I'll just be like hidden in
Yeah.
a corner or something on like the right side.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah.
Yes, that's me. Agenar the Magnificent.
Who do we have in front of us? Who dares not kneel before her?
You still calling down the stairs or are you coming around the corner?
walking.
Okay. As you walk around the corner, you see the people in the cages kind of looking up at you, hopefully. You can see that their cages are somewhat locked.
Somewhat. just somewhat locked.
Well, you don't know how locked it is.
Kidnapped
There
gently.
seems to be, it's kind of like, those.
Like a locking
like-
mechanism?
Yeah, but it's like an outside lock. So it's kind of like a,
Yeah.
you could open it from the outside.
Yeah, so
right?
it's somewhat locked.
Kidnapped.
Somewhat locked from one side.
Somewhat trapped inside.
Yeah.
As you step around the corner, you see that the kind of the cloaked individual leans down to the children and whispers something, and spins around to face you. You see what appears to be a very not old but wizened looking furbolg, doe-like ears, very large, kind eyes, somewhat of a jowly kind of face, a larger kind of furbolg, a bit of a tum-tum on him, kind of little stump, not stumpy legs, but his leg kind of waddles a little bit. His arms kind of hanging over his chub a little bit. His chubbiness, not his actual chub.
No.
Thanks. No, it's just because you're looking straight at me, man. He turns around and he says, "Oh, hello there. Nice of you to join me." Glances back at the children, back at you guys, and says, "Thank you for checking in. We're fine. Thank you. and his kind of hand goes behind his back.
Azorith's gonna just pull out his wand.
You can see as he kind of puts his hand behind his back, his clothes start to ripple, and you see like a frost come over them, like an icy frost come over his clothing there.
I'm going to bang the hammer down. As I do, I'm going to command spell kneel.
Okay. What is the DC?
Wisdom 15.
Okay. You stomp down and you say kneel. He kind of takes to one knee. What's your AC, Bias?
17.
Okay. He takes to one knee and he whips his hand from behind his back and Counterspell. Okay. At what level?
Level 3. All I got.
You counterspell him. As he does, this guiding bolt disappears in the air, and he kind of snarls and goes, we're going to roll initiative.
Protects me.
Okay. Safirith.
20.
20. Agenar.
5.
Hot trash. Bias.
14. I'm just late. That's
14. Azorith.
15.
15. Fuck yes. Okay.
Yeah.
It's just to get Caleb to get the tone right of the scene. So top of the round, you guys can see what appears to be these kids on the floor scribbling on the ground, some sort of chalk on the ground. You can see that there are what appear to be priests in these cells, kind of pulling at the bars, kind of egging you on, not egging you on, but encouraging you to get going. And Carsteny has turned on his heel, pretending to kneel, but then fires off a guiding bolt that is blocked by a counter spell. Safirith, what would you like to do?
Yeah, I'm going to run kind of to the right of the cage there and try and get as close as I can to the dais. I don't think I can make it all the way there.
Yeah, you can use your just your movement, or would you like to use your action as well? Luke, if you'd be so kind to trot Safirith along for me.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to fire off an Eldritch Blast at...
Yes, go ahead.
Not the children? No, not the children.
No, at Dickhead. I forget his name now.
Carsini?
Carsini. There we go.
Carsini.
That was a one. So,
Okay.
Well, I guess you did fire at the children.
+7, so 8. But
Yeah, can you go ahead and roll your damage for me?
Oh, God. Looks like I'm killing kids.
Or one of the guys in the jail.
Oh, no. Not one of the priests. 16.
So with the 16, you fire off your Eldritch Blast and it misses Karsten. It hits the back wall and you watch as rock crumbles and kind of falls and clips the kid on the right there. Luke, can you knock that kid on the right there prone? As the rock lands on the little kid. You're getting flashbacks to kid with tree dropped on him.
Oh, no. Use Mage Hand.
I mean, but did the rock damage the thing that they were drawing at all?
You might have to get closer to check it out. But that kid's not drawing any chalk for a little
That's
while.
probably pretty good. Stop him. One way.
I feel bad, but it's probably getting better.
We all have our ways of doing things.
Okay. That's all I'll do.
Excellent. That brings us round to Azorith. Invisive Azorith. What would you like
Not
to
invisible
do?
anymore since
Not
the
invisible.
counter spell went off.
Beautiful. You appear in the corner there.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to this guy after just dispelling. We can all talk about this. We can all get out of this fairly unharmed. What do you say, friend?
What sort of check you want to make there?
Persuasion. Persuasion.
Yeah, persuasion at disadvantage, please.
A 20.
Yeah.
But a 14, 22.
22. Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I want to hold a cantrip.
Yeah. What are you holding?
I'm going to hold Ray of Frost. So you'll see he'll put his hand on his side just behind him, and his fingers will go black with the shadows, and they'll slowly turn to ice at the fingertips, and just kind of holding that to see if he fires off another spell, or
if he fires off another spell,
if he shows hostility.
Okay, if he shows hostility. Okay, cool, excellent. That brings us down to Bias.
Bias is gonna walk as he walks up, smacking his hammer on the floor. He's like, "There is nothing worse than anyone who tries and impersonates to be a god."
As you walk past these cells, what do these people start to do, Caleb?
One of them, the one nearest to you, turns to you and he goes, "Hey lad, let us out. We can help.
He's just ignoring you, beelining towards this guy. As I'm saying this, and like I grab the hammer in two hands, banging it on the floor as I go, saying these things. I cast Cause Fear, which is a Wisdom 15 saving throw.
For him?
Yes.
Excellent. 19. Fuck. You attempt to cause fear in this guy. He looks at you with a curious kind of glance. He has acknowledged, but we haven't come to his turn yet, Azorith. That brings us down to Priest in the Cage.
So 3 of the priests, they each kind of nod at each other and they turn and they cast Sanctuary on Azorith, Safirith, and you, Agenar. So any creature who targets any of you, they must make a Wisdom saving throw.
Amazing.
And the other one who talked to Bias is going to turn to you, Azorith, and he's going to go, will you help us out, laddie? Let us out.
Can I make an insight check to see if they're like actually genuinely friendly?
I'd say, yeah, sure. I was going to say, since it's not your turn.
Oh yeah.
I guess, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. I'll clock that.
What's your passive insight? This is where we get
15.
15. With your passive insight, he seems legit.
Okay.
Like, absolutely. Like, wants to get out of here. Looks like he's had it rough.
Buffing us all, and we still don't fucking trust him.
And that's the priest's turn. You guys are all warded, except for you, Bias.
Okay. Agenar, what would you like to do?
Agenar is going to say, not in my temple, and cast her spiritual weapon
Yeah.
as a bonus action. And I'm going to cast it to him. Do I hit on the turn when I cast it?
Yeah. Roll the hit.
Yeah. Great. That is a 14 to hit.
Yeah, your spiritual weapon swipes at him, and he kind of ducks under it with his stoop back, and unfortunately you do not hit him with that.
Okay, that's my bonus. So I am moving forward,
Stepping past
Safirith, towards past the first cage with the priest in it, towards the second, and then as an action, I'm going to fire my crossbow at him. Oh wait, no, I'm not going to do that. I lied. I'm going to do a guiding bolt at him, actually, at first level.
First level guiding bolt. Yeah, go ahead and fire off that first level guiding bolt. Describe to us how it fires off.
Well, you see Agnar's hand start to, with that familiar kind of sunlight sparkle, just glow and then continue glowing until her entire hand is like a ball of light that then explodes out of her palm at him. And that is a dirty 20 to hit.
A dirty 20 will hit.
Lovely. Wow. Fucking wow. That is 5 damage.
Oh, wow. Okay. Your guiding bolt fires off. As it hits him, you watch as it hits him. It hits this kind of frosty-like exterior, and as it hits him, you watch as the frost kind of shears off ever so slightly. Kind of crumbles on the outside, but he does not look like he himself got hurt by that. Is there anything else you wish to do?
He didn't get hurt at all.
It looked like it damaged some sort of armor on him, but it did not hurt him.
No, that's all I'm available. So.
Okay. We come to his turn. You watch as he kind of glances at you lot and then looks directly at the cages in front of him. His eyes roll back and they glow, and he speaks in some sort of tongue. And you watch as a handful of the priests begin to, their eyes roll back as well.
Good call, Bias.
And they start to...
That almost had me.
He is then... Well, they look to have now been controlled or possessed or something. He is then going to dash around to the young kid that got crushed by the rock, push the rock off the kid, and kind of hurry the kid into getting back to drawing the chalk circle. He's going to say, I've completely fucking forgotten his voice. What was it?
It was
like a hello, that sort of thing. Go, don't, please, hurry. There's way too many things going on in my head right now. Hurry, get it finished. And he's then going to he's then going to, if you would be so kind as to move him around how much movement? 5, 10. So 20 feet this way, yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, beautiful. Away from that spiritual weapon. Thank you very much. That brings us down to Safirith, back around top of the round. What would you like to do?
Okay. As an action, I'm going to cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
Absolutely. You guys watch as Safirith.
So as I cast this, like similar to him, this kind of like frost starts creeping up over my clothing. For my movement, I'm going to run as far as I can, like as close to the circle, and then I'm going to pour a vial of acid on the ground, like, and try and like spray it across the circle.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You go ahead and spray acid across the circle there. You watch as it washes away a lot of the chalk lining and stuff like that. The glow of it starts to go down. This child kind of backpedals out the way to try not get splashed with acid. Anything else you wish to do?
And then that was my movement. That was my action. Yeah, no, that's I'm all out.
Excellent. That brings us down to Azorith. What would you like to do?
All right. How many pieces of chalk do these kids have? Does it look like? Is it just the ones that they're holding?
Get the chalk away.
Yeah, they look like they've got like a piece of chalk each.
There's like none on the floor. There's no like box of chalk.
There's a few like
Snap
miscellaneous pieces
and,
of
What are we
chalk sitting
talking
there
like
as well.
Crayola, like 79 kid.
Yeah. I'm gonna say 18 pieces of chalk on the floor.
Okay, I'm going to. Did he do anything hostile yet? Did he hit anything? No,
no.
He just wants these kids to do their chalk.
I mean, you counter spells and attacking it.
No, but not since you
Not
held that
since,
action. Yeah.
I mean, is controlling other people hostile?
No.
I am going to. This might be weird, but I'm going to minor illusion. Come closer, and then I'm going to minor illusion like this area of the pattern that they're drawing, and just kind of make it like illusions of just moving colors, just so like the kids have a hard time seeing, like actually finishing their drawing. As an action,
you see the kids kind of start to look at each other and down at the ground. You can see that they are visibly panicked. As they draw, it kind of disappears into this illusion and moves it around, and they seem to really be struggling now to draw whatever it was that they were trying to make out.
and that lasts for a minute. That illusion.
Perfect.
That'll be my turn.
Cool.
Excellent. Bias brings us round to you.
He's still slamming in two hands, like hammer on the ground as he walks. And he's like, I'm gonna make the kneel like you made everyone else bend the knee to you. And swings to try and like crack the hammer onto his legs.
Nice. Give us an attack roll.
I believe up to 10.
Whoop-a-cha.
You swing at his knees. He kind of steps over it and kind of kicks the hammer away ever so slightly.
Then gonna do it straight back. Do it second time. That's much better. That's an 18 plus 5.
Okay.
Was I meant to tell you if I was going to do what's it called before I attack? Divine Smite? No, when you hit. Cool.
When you hit.
Divine Smite it. So that will be 16 damage.
Excellent. As you hit him, he wallops. You watch as he takes some of that damage. You go ahead and take 5 points of cold damage for me as this armor lashes out and seems to spike out at you. As you swing at his knees, you kind of whack the side of it. You hit it. He doesn't go down, but he is hurted by that. That brings us down and around to our priesticles.
The priests whip their heads back and they jut their hands outside of the cages, all but the one who spoke to you, Azorith and Bias. And they are going to cast Guiding Bolt at Bias, Agenar, and Azorith. Azorith and Agenar, they warded you with Sanctuary, so they're going to have to make wisdom saves to even do this. And one of them does. The one that goes for you, Agenar, manages to. And he is going to do a 13 to hit.
Does not hit.
That does not hit. The Guiding Bolt goes straight out as he whips his head back. And then the one for you, Bias, is going to go for 18 to hit.
That hits.
As this Guiding Bolt sears at you for 19 damage.
And now wrapped, enveloped in this glowing kind of buzz.
The priest who originally spoke to you kind of scrambles, holds on to the jail cell, and he goes, "Brothers, what's getting into you?" And
I love him.
That's the priest, sir.
I'm a big fan of him.
What's gotten into you?
What's gotten into you? That brings us to Agenar. What would you like to do?
Okay, as an action, I'm going to cast Dispel Magic, and I want to dispel the effect that is controlling the priests.
So you are casting on which priest?
Well, I can choose an effect.
Choose one creature, right?
One creature, object, or magical effect.
Yes, but it is the magical. You either need.
Can I not choose the effect itself?
No, you need to choose the creature that the effect. So the effect would be, for instance, Lehman's tiny hut is the effect.
Damn it.
Is the thing.
Okay.
But you can definitely turn it off on one of them if you wish, or if you've got meta magic to spread that shit out.
I can't turn it off on the actual dude himself, can I?
If you think that's how it works, you're welcome to run to him and try it. Yeah, absolutely.
Dispel all his magic.
Dispel all his magic.
Yeah, take it away.
Dispel all his
fuck him
knowledge.
up. Yeah, that's true.
Good point. I don't know how much he has left, but the priests are going to fuck us up if they
I don't know if that works on
have.
for a bag of this.
Dispel magic will work, but it'll just you need to do it one by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Or you can try do it to him if you wish.
No, I'm going to choose one of the priests
Excellent.
to dispel the magic of.
Excellent. So how do you do this? Through the bars, you see this guy. He's the guy that aimed the guiding bolt at you. As you step to him, you recognize the garb as Briganti garb. He's raising his hand. Looks like he's going to blast you in the face with a guiding bolt next turn or something. You're not sure. How do you do this? How do you want to dispel?
This is verbal somatic, so I'm just going to grab my. I'm just going to hold my hands up and be like, be okay.
As you say some Bobby McFerrin kind of shit. What level are you? What level are you casting this at?
It's a 3rd level spell.
Okay.
So any spell,
Up
each
to
spell
3rd
4th
level.
level or higher.
I think
I have to make
it's
an
just a
ability
roll
check.
if it's 4th level or higher.
Yeah.
So it's automatic if it's 3rd level or below.
Yeah, okay. I need you to roll and add your spellcasting modifier to it.
Yep. And I add my spellcasting ability to it.
Yes,
So plus
spellcasting modifier.
6.
Yeah. So D20 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Come on. Okay, that's a dirty 20.
Yeah, you watch as this guy kind of...
He looks at you and he goes, "Thank you, sister." And then he turns and glares at Carsony.
Okay, and then as my bonus action, I'm going to move my little
moving 20
spiritual
feet, yeah.
weapon back over to this dude, and I'm going to boop him on the head.
Yeah, go ahead and roll to hit with the boop.
Pop it back
Yeah,
up
you
the next
boop him
one.
with that burning cross.
Yeah, I shall. That is a 19 to hit.
19 does hit.
Lovely.
Go ahead and roll your damage. As this comes down on him, he looks at you and he says, "Sister of Brigantia, why? Why do you do this? This is for the greater good."
That is a 6 points of force damage.
Brain's got some useless shit in it nowadays. Someone was like, "How many D8s is sleep?" And I was like, 5.
Good God.
Yeah. It's a sad life I live now. Excellent. You boop him on the noggin. No problem at all. He is going to look at you, Bias, and he's going to say, "You know nothing of God and worship." He is going to... does a 25 hit you? Okay. You take...
He gets advantage, by the way.
Okay.
Why?
Oh, because we're glowing. Yeah, same roll. You take 13 points of surprisingly necrotic damage, Bias, and you recognize the sting of that necrotic energy. As he reaches out and touches you, this spike of necrotic energy bursts through your cheeky little turtle body, that lithe, beautiful turtle body. He is then going to all of a sudden turn invisible, and you lose sight of him.
Counterspell.
This is not a spell. This is Furball Hidden Step.
Okay.
Yep.
What?
Have a bonus action called Hidden Step.
I never knew that.
Yeah. Caduceus used to do it.
Wait, is he a fae?
He's all right. I don't know if he's a fae. No, he's a Furball.
Okay, just checking if Fairbolts or fae because I wasn't sure.
That's a good question. I don't think Furballs are fae.
I don't think they are.
think so.
And he disappears from the board. And you
Where'd he
hear
go?
footsteps shimmying away. Why is he at the bottom of the list? Safirith, what would you like to do?
Are there any other doors in the room? Or there's only the entrance that we
There's
came
the
in?
entrance. There appears to be this weird chalk circle. And from what you can tell, the rest of the room has remnants of food scraps. There's like 18 pieces of chalk around. This seems to be like the epitome of a dungeon.
I'm going to try and run as far as I can back towards the door. I think he's trying to leave. So that's as far as I get. And then I'm gonna hold an action. I'm gonna hold an Eldritch Blast for as soon as he appears.
Excellent. Okay, bringing us around to Azorith, this guy invisible.
Who were the two? So there was one.
Basically, there's one in each cage now who is like, I suppose, lack of a better word, lucid, and the other two seem possessed.
So each one in the cage closest to the chalk circle is the one that is possessed. So the bald guy that looks like a monk, and this guy here that looks like an orc Vegeta.
So there's one of each in two cages.
Yes.
Both cages.
Yes.
I'm going to, so seen him go invisible and then kind of seen Safirith run for the exit. I'm going to use bonus action to Misty Step to block the entrance.
Nice.
Oh yeah, zesty.
You stand right in front of the door as you teleport in front of it.
And then I'm going to hold, this is the bonus action. Yeah, I guess I'm going to hold a ray of, I'm going to hold a mind sliver. Yeah. So he just kind of fiddles with his index finger, middle finger, and thumbs, and he's just kind of like playing with a little bead of darkness. And the trigger is going to be if something like tries to get past him, if he feels some sort of force.
Excellent.
Push through him.
Brings us down to Bayas.
What are the children in front of me doing?
The one on the left, in front of you, is trying their best to continue drawing this chalk circle. They kind of lean against the acid. You watch as the acid singes them. They are going to probably start drawing the circle somewhere else. Hasn't gotten down to their turn yet. The one that got hit by a rock is kind of injured. Doesn't really want to fucking do what he's told now.
Okay, great. I'm gonna walk up to the child who's like turning around, starting to redraw.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like pick him up by the shoulder, and as I do, like jam a nail into him.
Okay.
Like, you don't want to do that with my friend.
Yeah.
And try and break whatever holds on him.
Okay.
I think he's probably doing it of his own free will.
It's a 9 push. What was my?
Is this an attack or an intimidation? Or
It's an attack with my claw.
okay.
How many hit points does the kid have? 5?
Maybe it's a magical kid.
Roll a d4
So
for
it's
me.
14.
Add 1. Sorry, I didn't mean to
14
talk to
to
you
hit.
like you were a player.
No, that was because he's going to kill this.
Yeah. So yeah, 4 hit points the kid has.
Right. Oh, it's gonna be dangerous.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
have a bonus action just in case.
Okay.
Gonna bring him back.
So it was a 14 to hit.
14 does hit a kid.
Great.
Yeah.
3.
5 damage.
The kid, you pierce and you kind of you must hit something vital because the kid goes
An artery or something.
And then
kind
as
of-
I'm holding on to it, I also cast.
what kind of weird fucked up torture. You gather the kid's not going to keep drawing chalk circles, but you also don't see a change in the kid's glaze. There's no glaze in his eyes. You don't see any change. You deduce possibly that he wasn't under any spell.
You're okay, but you don't want to do that anymore. And that's kind of everything.
I thought you were gonna fucking waste a resurrect.
A revivify. Excellent. That brings us to our priesties.
Priesties. The priest who you dispelled, Agenar, is going to turn in his cage to the other possessed one, and he's going to attempt to grapple him. And he is going to. So he's going to grab his arms and just kind of pull him back while the other one tries to fight him off unsuccessfully, while this one in the other cage turns to the possessed priest in his cage and is going to also attempt to dispel magic. So he grabs his hand on the other priest's head and he goes, "Please, Brigantia, help me." And he grips the head, and the other priest gives him kind of like a distorted chuckle, and punches him in the gut.
Not our brother.
For 6, you take 6 damage off. And that is the priest's turn. They're having their own little stuff going on.
Yeah. So that brings us to Agenar.
Oh, okay, so I don't see him. What's going on? I'm just going to move my spiritual weapon kind of 20 feet away from where it was, assuming that he's moved in some direction, probably towards the door. I'm not going to attack or anything with it. Feel better, Bias, and I'm going to cast Healing Word.
Okay.
That's 2d4 plus 7.
I hope you didn't see what I just did.
I don't think I did. Do I roll or do you roll for the?
You roll.
On the healing, you roll the healing.
I totally didn't kill a kid.
Please accept 14 points
in
of healing.
Brigantia's house.
Thank you. Who's the goddess of babies?
She's coming for you.
Okay, that brings us over to Carsony. Carsony appears here. He appears to be running, rightly so, to the exit.
With a held action.
Yeah. That's what I was doing.
If you want to resolve that, please, Caleb.
Yeah, give us a roll there.
24 to hit.
24. Yeah, you catch him in the corner of your eye. This figure come back into your vision, and you whip around in one swift movement, let off your Eldritch Blast as it goes hurtling towards him. Give me your damage, please.
And how many
Safirith.
Eldritch Blasts do you have as well?
Oh, I have 2.
But it's a held action, right? So it's probably only... Can you held?
So here's where let's talk rules for a second.
Yeah.
I think it's fun that people hold their multi-attacks and shit
Right,
like that.
yeah.
Like I think people shouldn't be nerfed for holding an attack. So I
get what you're saying.
Yeah, like it's fun for a fighter to be like, I'd love to attack twice, but I don't like people feeling like they have to attack on their turn. I like held actions for strategery.
Let's throw 2
If you'll allow it, DM.
If I'll allow it, I will. I will allow it. Go ahead. I'm tired.
I had to have a quick just had to have a quick chat with myself.
Nice. Okay, so the first one does 6.
Yes,
6 damage.
And the second one does 12. So
Excellent.
that's 18 points of damage.
This guy is sprinting at you, Azorith. As he's running towards you, he whips out some metal filings and flicks them at you and says, "Stay." And as he does, I want you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Do I release my mind sliver before, or because it was when he?
You said if he tries to get past you, yeah,
totally.
I'm sorry.
No, he's not. He's like waiting in the beginning.
Yeah.
Wisdom saving throw.
DC 17.
3. No.
You feel your muscles seize up, and you can't move. You are now held. Curiously enough,
Still blocking the door.
the priesties now feel incredibly lucid.
Would they have had to do a wisdom, or is it because it's a spell?
It's Carsony.
Yeah, because I'm like under I'm sanctuary. Do they have to make a saving throw?
For a harmful spell.
Okay.
I don't know if this is harmful, and it's not to hit. You made a saving throw.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sanctuary is for attacks.
It's just attacks.
Okay.
Yeah. Excellent. He is then going to leg it.
Uh-oh, big guy coming to a very weak guy.
He is running towards Azorith. That is his action. That is his movement. Bonus action. I don't think he can do anything spicy. Fuck yes. No, he doesn't say that, but he is running towards Azorith. Excellent. That brings us back around top 2. Safirith.
Amazing. I'm going to start running towards the door to try and head him off as far as I can get, as close as I can get.
Danielle, if you could be so kind as to move Safirith.
Thank you,
30
my
feet.
arm is so far
Which way?
away. That's
This way?
me.
Just straight to the guy, to the door.
15.
20.
And then I'm going to cast another Eldritch Blast at him.
Another Eldritch Blast. Go ahead and fire your Eldritch Blast. Make some con saves.
13.
13. You fire off your Eldritch Blast. Hits the wall beside him. Go ahead and roll another one.
Ooh, Oh, that is a 22.
22. You hit him. I spit on the mic. That's definitely going to hit him.
5.
Treat me like your microphone. 5 points of damage. You hit him with an Eldritch Blast. As it hits him, you watch as he kind of glances at you but focuses on Azorith. He rolled a 12, 13, 14 for his con save there. Held person, still held. Azorith, you feel yourself... what's running through... Again, going to steal from a great DM, Luke Sykes. What's running through Azorith's head right now?
He's kind of nervous that this very big cow man is kind of charging at him full force, and he can't move. Azorith knows that he's not the most physically imposing person, so he's like, uh-oh.
Excellent. With that fear, that worry, can you go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw, please? End of your turn.
Sewer cows.
Move.
No, 3.
You are still seizured up. He is running at you. Bias, what would you like to do? This kid is fucking terrified of you. What would you like to do?
I know it's not on the rules, but I want to double move 60 feet and jump in the air and tackle him, but that's not a thing that I can do.
You can within that 60 feet.
Yeah, but 60 feet's here. So what I'm going to do is turn around and get...
You're coming with me, child.
I've got my hooks in me.
30, and then from there I'm going to command...
Yeah.
And one word command and say kneel.
Excellent. What is the saving
15
throw?
wisdom.
You roll a d20 for me, Caleb. I can't reach. So...
Hold on.
Come on, please don't be too high.
That's a 7 plus 9 is 16.
No! He's got a 9 wisdom?
He's a wise boy.
He's a wise man.
He's got a 20...
Shit.
He's a boss.
7 wisdom?
No, he's got a +5 to his wisdom because he's a cleric. And he also has his proficiency because he's proficient with saving throws because you can also be proficient with saving throws.
Can you?
Yes, that's what the little dot beside your saving throws mean. So if you go back to saving throws, little D&D Beyond tip here. Proficient with wisdom and charisma saving throws.
Oh, I should probably know that.
Yeah.
All right, great.
little tip there. Excellent. He, as you say kneel, he turns back and he says, "No, Carsony." That's not his voice, but that's what he says.
And then bonus action, I'm going to use my divine something or other to harness divine power for a bonus action. I can gain a level 2 spell slot back.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Like it. I like it. I love it. That brings us down to our priesticles.
So the 2 priests in the back cage, they are going to cast.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Cage? When we were talking about this encounter earlier on, Jake was talking about the mage cage, and I really like that for some reason. The mage cage. So in the back mage cage, they're going to both cast spiritual weapon, placing them just behind
Those fuckers.
and they are both going to
This is what you guys were here for.
Love it.
Don't fudge the dice rolls, Caleb.
14. So the first one, it takes us, they come into this form of these magnificent like giant spears, very similar to the one that you have seen Briganti holding in the statues, and the first one kind of goes for a pierce and it misses, but the second one does hit.
I'm sure it does. Sure, whatever you reckon.
Whose team do you think I'm on?
I don't know, Caleb.
5, 6, 7 damage.
Nice.
Wants to see us die just as much.
The pierce spears into him. The spear pierces into him, takes that force damage.
And then the other 2 in the closer mage cage are going to let off guiding bolts, but both go either side of his head.
Spins his head around, says, "Heathens! Brigantia would be disappointed." That's their turn. That brings us to Agenar.
Agnar.
Brings us to Agenar.
Okay, I'm going
Fucking
to...
get it, Agenar.
I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt as well to... That's him.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and roll the hit.
That is a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
Lovely.
He's looking hurt. Looking very unhappy. He's looking hurt.
That's a lot of dice.
Yeah. Okay, better than last time.
12 points of damage. Hits him. He lights up, glowing in the dark, glowing in the candlelight.
And then I'm going to remove my little spiritual weapon towards him.
It's just chugging along.
5, 10, 15, 20. So now it's hanging outside to the cage that's closest to the door.
Okay. We come down to his turn.
Did he have to make a concentration check?
He did, yeah. Good thinking.
Not to be that guy, but I'm that guy who's being held.
How much damage did you do? 12? Okay. He rolled a 10, so he just holds that save. He is going to fucking pre all over the place. No, he is going to... Sorry. Oh, man.
Sunday today, folks.
He is going to...
Now it's Sunday night.
Okay, he's going to do two things. He is going to cast... Wait, is it a bonus action? Fuck! He's not going to do that.
Is that character or Jake?
That was Jake.
That's a whole other
Jake.
reference to like...
Jake is
different
going to
podcast.
run. Jake's going to run to Mike. No. He is going to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to the other side of Azorith. He's going to hold a hand to Azorith's neck. He is going to hold his action. He's going to hold a spell. It is going to be... Where the fuck is it? Okay. He's going to hold a 4th level spell at your neck. You watch Bias as this darkness, this shadow, not shadow, this popping, crackling, necromantic energy starts to come from his hands. A little WandaVision-y, rolling his hands around. He holds the hand to Azorith's neck and says, he looks at you, Agenar, and the other priesties, and says, "You fools, Briganti will have you for this. I am building a church here. No one believes, but I'll make them believe." And he's going to say, "Let me step away and begin my work somewhere where I'm more appreciated." That brings us back around top to Safirith.
I am going to reach into my side pocket and just like twist a little, like pinch a little bit of ash in between my fingers, and I'm going to cast...
you pinch that ash.
and I'm going to cast invisibility on myself.
Okay. Okay. You go invisible. He tenses up, but he does not do anything.
And then I'm going to, as quietly as I can...
Stealth roll with advantage, please.
Okay.
I've got his passive right here, Caleb, to verify.
Yeah, 30 passive perception.
28.
That was the worst. 10.
Okay. Almost all of you can hear Safirith's footsteps kind of...
Oh no, I don't wear high heels. That's Etterath.
He definitely can't see you, though.
Yeah.
You gather that he is aware kind of you moving about.
And then I'm just gonna get as close as I can, but not touching him.
Yeah, right there.
Really close. I'm just gonna pull out my dagger and put it at his neck.
Just here?
Yeah, just there. Not touching, but just close.
Okay, as you press the dagger to his neck, he tenses up. His fingers splay. The necromantic energy dances on his fingers.
And that's where it's gonna end.
That's a hostage situation.
Shit.
Theater of the Mind Flip.
Thanks for listening to Theater of the Mind Flayer.
We go live on all good podcast app every Tuesday at what time?
I don't know. Do you know?
No.
Every time?
All the times, 2 a.m., 7 p.m. If you like what you heard,
Leave us a review on whatever podcast app you're listening to.
and if you didn't like it, then
Then turn it off and never listen to it again.
no, they could turn it on and listen to it again and find something better about it, and they actually like it.
That works.
Reach out to us on Twitter at mindflayer_pod and
Instagram at Theater of the Mind Flayer.